working on a vlog for you guys, but I'm currently not feeling well at all. I'm at the store buying some medicine actually. Next video is gonna probably be up just a little late. I'm sorry about that, guys, but right now, honestly, I just want to feel myself again. Hey guys, so as I'm driving here, I was reflecting back to when I actually started to learn how to drive. For me, nobody taught me how to drive. I had to teach myself. My mom was really nervous, so anytime I got in the car with her, she would get really nervous, and then that would make me really nervous. So I was just really uncomfortable, and I couldn't really feel myself when I was driving with her. It was like scary, you know? And then she would yell, and like, it just wasn't good overall. So over time, I was like, you know, if no one's gonna teach me how to drive. By the way, I was like 18 at this time. I was in high school, and I just didn't want to be that person that never learned how to drive. And that might sound crazy to you guys, because I mean, everybody drives, but I actually have an aunt who is about 40, she's about in her 40s, and she actually has never driven a car. And for me, it was like, I do not want to be that person that just does not know how to drive, because that's just a struggle. I got my first car. It was a gift given to me by my padrino, my godparent. Black Mustang 2012, and he gave it to me for my 18th birthday. So that was my first actual car, and I remember getting that car and I was so excited, but I didn't know how to drive. So I was like, what's the point of having a car if it's just gonna sit in the driveway? So one day I decided that, it was one morning I woke up and decided that I was gonna take my car out, and I didn't care what anybody said, and I was gonna learn how to drive myself, because I didn't want to be that person that never learned how to drive. And I remember getting behind the wheel. My palms were sweaty. I was so nervous, but I still kept going. It didn't matter how nervous I got. I still kept going. And then plus, once you're out in the road, it's like you're already out in the road, like there's no turning back. So, and then for me, like, I was scared to do anything, like even like turn the car a wrong way or something, you know? And this is what happened. So I took it out and I drove to a close neighborhood. It was close to my school, and I was super nervous. I had some cars honking at me, and I couldn't figure out why. I remember I turned into a neighborhood, and I went around in the neighborhood so I could make a U-turn to go back home. And I remember being so nervous, but I felt so accomplished. Like, I was like, if this is it, then it's not scary. Like, I can learn how to drive. And so after that experience, the next step was to get it onto a bigger highway, because those were just back roads. And so once I actually took it into like the big highway, and it's actually called 78, I had my sister in the car with me. And I was scared, because I had another life sitting right next to me that I had to look out for. And so I remember I was waiting on this light to turn green. Once the light turned green, I went ahead and I was making a left. So I was making a left on this green light, and I didn't know that the cars in front of me were allowed to go as I was turning. So I had to watch out and let them go first. Like, they had the right of way first. I turned, and I remember I almost hit the car. I almost hit a car. Like, I was this close to almost hitting that car. I was scared. My sister was scared. I was scared. But I kept driving. I drove all the way to work. And yeah, and I told my friends about it, and I was super excited because finally I was able to drive. And literally with those two sessions, I taught myself how to drive. And I'm not gonna tell you I'm the best driver because my boyfriend could say otherwise. But I know how to drive. I know how to drive. I have never gotten a ticket, and I have never crashed anyone, so I think I know how to drive. So today is the big 2-1 day. Happy birthday to me. So we are getting ready to go to my mom's house. It's actually also my grandma's birthday today, so that's exciting, and we're gonna go do that. And see you guys in a little bit.
A ver, que le muerda, que le sople. Ah, no se sople. Que le sople, que le sople. Ahora Arturo, sóplale. Ábrela.
Oh, no you didn't.
Yay! How do you feel, man?
Very happy.
Grateful.
And grateful. But the lesson behind here, guys, is that everything can seem so scary at first. But no matter the obstacles, you still have to keep going. And eventually, you'll get there. And in driving for me now, like, it's easy. And eventually that skill or whatever you're putting your efforts behind that you want to improve, it's gonna get improved, and you're gonna learn it like the back of your hand. And that's all you gotta keep doing. You just gotta keep practicing. You gotta keep doing it. And no matter the obstacles, don't give up. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and head inside. I don't feel good at all. But I really had to share this with you guys because, you know, one thing I've learned is that as soon as an idea pops in your head and you have to get it out there, get it out there. Because for me, like, in my head every single day, I have little lessons that I replay or I reflect back on something, and I see the lesson behind it, and I didn't see it then, but I see it now. And I feel like I have to share it because it can really, like, help some of you guys. And for me also, like, I like reflecting back on those things. Bye guys, I'm gonna go inside, take some medicine, and eat some more. Almighty, are you mad at me? Alright, bye guys.